Hey there, and welcome to the Cosy Corner, a podcast about all things cozy. Join us as we dive into the world of film and TV, a little true crime and spooky time, food reviews, and talk to some special guests too. So get cozy, grab some snacks, and settle in, because we're about to begin. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cosy Corner Podcast. My name's Emilie.
And my name's Abbie.
And we're still doing things a little bit differently. We think that we've got the setup now that we're happy with.
Yeah,
So we're gonna see. It's all, experimentation. We'll get there.
it is.
I think this is it though. We've
Yeah,
changed now to Zoom.
yeah, we
So
have.
I think, and I'm not happy about that because you have to pay for it and like it is a little bit expensive, but it's exactly what we want. So gotta go for it. Gotta give the companies the money. But anyway, I think we are happy with this setup. A
Yeah,
lot better now, and it's more convenient for us. So yeah, we're
definitely,
we're
because we're
getting there
very, very
now.
busy gals. That
We are,
we
we are.
struggled, didn't we, for a time at one point, but
We
we've
did,
got it
but
now.
seems like
We've
we've
got
got it
it.
now. And I just have to shout out the glorious photo in the background there.
Oh yeah,
Stunning,
me and Matt
stunning.
Smith.
Yes, that
Um,
was Comic-Con, wasn't it?
yeah, I met him at Comic-Con, and then I was 30 in April, and I had a Doctor Who themed birthday party, and my
Love that.
friend Stay, he got me the Comic Con photo printed out
Oh, so
on
he did
my,
it.
yeah,
I thought that
it,
you did it or your
no,
mum.
no, my friend Stay, and it's massive. Honestly, I was absolutely made up for it. So it went on my wall and it never came down because
I
it's
love
one
that
of the,
though.
yeah, it's one of them. If I try and get it down, I don't want to risk it
Oh
breaking or
yeah.
anything like that. So
And you're a
it's
big,
stayed up there.
big Matt Smith fan.
I
So
am big Matt
why
Smith
not?
fan, big Doctor Who fan, David the law. It is.
So we're going to be doing a bit of like a catch-up episode today
Yeah,
because
we've actually done stuff, haven't we?
I know normally we're just introverts who sit at home,
Honestly,
but
watching
like,
films and sending each
yeah.
other voice
And then the
notes.
stuff that we usually do is comprised of like TV.
That's it.
So we've
Exactly.
actually
Or
done
sending each other
stuff.
fun TikToks, we say.
Oh, constantly. I think that's what we
Constantly.
do
We're on
90% of the
like a
time.
5 day streak on TikTok, which I
And
was like,
what is going
is
on with
honestly, it
TikTok?
come up a streak, and I was like, is this Snapchat, guys?
It's
Like,
it's like
what?
become Snapchat now.
It has. I
And
was like, okay.
all it needs to do now is have those disappearing messages,
Oh
like,
my gosh, do you
where it
remember that? Like
disappears.
24 hours and your message will
I
disappear.
hated that because I would go back to the chat and I'd be like, what were we talking about?
Oh yeah, that's like me.
And I'd be like, there's nothing that, but I
Yeah,
didn't save it, so I don't know what we're talking about.
exactly. It's like that conversation's gone forever now, so we're just gonna have to start a new
Yeah.
one.
I remember I used to speak to a friend on it constantly. That was like our only way of communicating for some reason. They didn't have WhatsApp. So I'd
Yeah,
just be messaging and be like, what did we last say? Like, sorry, what was the last thing that we said there?
yeah, honestly, I was the same because like I'm awful at getting back to people like completely straight
Mm.
away. So it's sort of like it'd be like the next day, and I'd be like, oh, literally, that's gone now
Yeah,
forever.
no idea what we
Okay.
were talking about. Hope it
Yeah,
wasn't important.
exactly. Like, never send me anything important, guys, because I
No,
probably won't see you.
no. Oh,
Honestly. Now, I need to hear all about Taylor Swift because you worked on Taylor Swift. I'm so excited. I know you've told me bits,
yes.
but I want to know the full.
Well, yeah, so for those who don't know, any new listeners
Yeah,
that have come on, first of all, thank you, and we see you.
we
Um,
do.
Thanks for joining. So make sure to subscribe. Don't just listen. Subscribe, please. So yeah, I'm a journalist and I work for Reach, which owns a bunch of different titles like Liverpool Echo and Manchester Evening News and loads more. And I got to work for the Liverpool Echo and I covered Taylor Swift and everything. all of Taylortown and Swiftie fever that was going on.
Oh
It
yeah, I
was
forgot they
crazy.
like renamed town, didn't they, to Taylor
Yeah, they
Town?
actually called it Taylortown, and I made some notes on my phone of
Yeah,
what to mention because I knew I'd forget. Sticking with the theme of our memories are absolute sieves.
yeah,
That's why
definitely.
I made like some
Memory like
notes.
goldfishes.
Yes. So I was asked to like come back and do like a what's on shift for Liverpool Echo. And I'm going to be doing that like hopefully on a weekly basis, it seems now. And I'm excited for it. But to start off, I began with like, one of the biggest things that this city has ever seen apart from Eurovision. So that was a good start. I got to begin it with Taylor. Why not? Why not?
Exactly. I feel like it's a fit and fair shift
It was. It
because you like
felt,
Taylor
yeah.
Swift. Yeah.
Well, I liked it, but I wasn't like a full-on Swiftie. So I thought I've got to do my research. I've got to
Yeah.
like figure this out. And I decided to like, really look into it and all that. And I became a Swiftie. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I've been indoctrinated into the Swiftie cult now. And
It
I
is a cult.
have a friendship bracelet to show for it.
Oh,
I
that's
brought
so
this.
cute.
I brought this from my home office. I was like, I've got to bring this down. I got
Yeah,
given this when I was interviewing people out on the streets in Liverpool
that's
One,
so cute.
and it spells out Taylor Swift like all around it,
Oh, that's
and
so
it's got all of the
cute.
colors of like all of her albums.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
That is so cute. That
it's my first friendship bracelet.
Oh,
I
I
know.
love that.
I've never had one before. And literally, I was interviewing these people and they had
Yeah,
a load of them. And I was like, I've never seen friendship bracelets before in real life. Like,
yeah.
and they were like, do you
Oh,
want one? I was like, yes, give me.
obviously.
Like, so I was like, whatever one you think, like, whatever vibe I'm giving off. And they were like, a bit of everything. So I don't
Oh,
know what that means, but I went with it.
it's good. Oh,
They were lovely. Like
yeah,
everyone, because my main role was to like try and create what's on type of videos and any fun kind of videos and edit the content as well that other reporters
yeah,
were getting. So I took the opportunity to go and speak to some fans and
yeah, of
get their
course.
opinions on what's your favorite Taylor Swift song or your favorite
Yeah,
era, and there was a mix of different opinions. So many were saying like Reputation and 1989, and even like our
yeah.
older stuff, like our first ever album, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it was nice to like let the
Like hear
Swifties
things,
just
yeah.
just
Like hear people's
divulge their
opinions.
passion.
That's it. And it's
And they're so
nice,
passionate.
yeah, it's nice that like everyone's got their own opinion, but it's all different. Like that's what I like. Like
Oh
if
yeah,
I, you know what I mean? Like I like when everyone likes different things.
definitely, because there was some that were a bit more of like deep cuts.
Oh yeah,
Like some people were saying, "Oh, I really like Evermore and Folklore," and
yeah,
that wasn't a popular one. Like even now, it's not her most popular albums. Like,
yeah,
and to be fair, I love Folklore. Like
yeah. I like that.
Cardigan,
Yeah, I
beautiful,
like some of her songs
absolutely
on them.
beautiful. So I have a special place in my heart for Folklore. So
Yeah,
two people who I interviewed mentioned it, and I was like, we're immediately friends now.
you
Like, yes. And
were
there was
waiting to
this,
someone for mention folklore.
yeah, I was like, can someone please mention Folklore? Or at least Evermore? Like, please. Because it was just constantly like 1989,
Reputation.
Reputation. Like, so, yeah,
Yeah,
they are
we know you're
great.
all
They're
like
good.
them.
But, and then constantly as well, Speak Now was a big one.
Yeah,
I was like, you know what? I get it, but is there gonna be anything that's like a bit more of an underdog,
yeah,
like anything like that? So eventually, this Canadian woman, she'd come from Canada to Liverpool for the show,
yeah.
and she was going that evening on the last night when I interviewed her.
Oh,
Her name was Tiffany, I think.
oh,
And like you can see these videos on the Echo socials, Echo What's On.
yeah,
Like there was a part one and part two of the call them Vox Pops, voices of the people. And it was so fun speaking to them all, but especially Tiffany.
yeah.
She was just so fun, and she loved Liverpool. Like she's like, I love this
Oh,
city. It's amazing.
that's so
And
cute.
her favorite one was folklore, and I was like,
Oh,
finally, yes,
finally someone said
yes,
it.
yeah,
Oh,
finally. So yeah, I really connected with Tiffany from Canada.
yeah, of course.
She was
Oh,
lovely, and after the interview we even talked a little bit about like the cabin in folklore and how it comes out on stage, because
oh, okay.
literally we got Taylor Swift just bringing a full on cabin and pine trees
Jesus.
on stage. I
Oh
don't
my
mean a
God.
small cabin; it's a house basically, and she
Wow.
sits on top of it.
That's so extra,
Yeah,
that.
it is,
Jeez.
and we're here for it.
Yeah, we are.
We love it. We love it.
I think my favourite album's the Lover album.
Lover was
I
another
like
popular one
that.
as well.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
quite a few of her songs off that.
I mean,
Yeah.
she can't really do any wrong. I don't think there's a bad
No,
album.
no, it does not. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say like I liked every song off one album or liked every song off every album. There's
Yeah,
just a few
same.
songs I've liked off every album. Like I'll admit, like I'm not a
Yeah.
complete Swiftie. Like it would it have been cool to see it? Yeah. Am I completely gutted that I didn't? No. You know,
I'm the same really.
do you know
Like
what I
I
mean?
I wanted to go. And
Yeah,
especially after I'd spent weeks leading up to it doing my research, well
yeah,
months actually. It must have been at least 2 months
yeah,
learning more about her. I watched the Eras tour on Disney Plus. I
yeah,
like watched many YouTube documentaries about her, and like I got fully invested in the fandom. And
yeah,
I eventually found myself picking up on more things and being like, I know what that is a reference to.
yeah.
Like, 'cause she does like secret stuff,
Oh, yeah, like
like
Easter
all
eggs
throughout. Yeah,
sort of thing. Yeah,
hidden messages and all that. And I'd be like,
cryptids.
that references the time that she was interrupted during a speech.
Yeah,
And
by
then,
Kanye
yeah,
West.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then this references the time when she was told she couldn't date so many people. And then
oh, I
this one
remember that.
this could be
So
about this
rude.
person. And then,
Yeah,
like, the whole reputation thing was about her coming back and,
yeah,
like, being this new reinvented person.
yeah,
And, like, I just really got into it. And then in the office, like when I was sitting down to edit some stuff, people were all talking about like Taylor Swift, and some people weren't really fans, and they
yeah,
were like, so what does this mean and what does that mean? Like, what? Oh, someone was asking, so what colors is the Reputation album then? And I
yeah,
was like, black. Like I just knew it. I was like,
yeah,
I knew that. What colors? What's red? And I was like, well, obviously red is red. Like
yeah,
lover is more like pink and blue. Like I
yeah.
just know these things now,
Because you're a
and
full-on
I
time
I
Swiftie.
didn't before. Like I have fully, officially joined the Swiftie cult, and I'm
You
not looking
have.
back. I love it. I'm obsessed. So then I was actually looking on like the last night. I was like, are there any tickets? Like, because I actually want to
Really?
go now. And they were like 300 and something pounds each. And I was like, no, I
Jesus.
can't.
You
It's too
can't
much.
justify it.
And that was the cheaper version. That was a
Yeah.
restricted area one.
Blimey heck straight.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Did you hear about the people who paid like
Yeah,
600 and something
I think I
pounds?
sent you the TikTok,
You
didn't
sent me it
I?
as well, yeah.
I sent you the TikTok,
'Cause I
and it was
think you did a
just the
story on
back
it
of
in
the
work.
stage with all
Yeah.
like equipment behind it. But then I seen another one, and I did think I forgot to send you it because basically, um, there was seats or something that wasn't getting used. So people with constructive, they ended up in the press area.
Yeah,
where they could like charge the phones and things like that. So I was made up for them because to
yeah,
pay that amount of money to see nothing,
I know. And
not
I've
even a
seen,
screen,
I know.
you know,
Oh, the
how
devastation.
the
I've seen as
how
well
much
that,
of the cheek have they got to charge that much for? Because like, I know it's Taylor Swift, but if I knew that someone couldn't see anyone say anything,
yeah,
you wouldn't even charge.
no. I
Like,
mean, it
might as well
is,
just listen to her album at home
yeah,
because you're not going to see her,
no.
you
No, it is
know?
bad that. And I seen that there was someone who they paid like, I think it was nearly £700, and all that was in the way was like construction stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like you couldn't really see anything. There was like a big speaker thing in the way,
yeah.
and these staff and they couldn't get moved. They just had to watch the concert there. They couldn't see anything.
It's
And
ridiculous.
that
I'd
was a
have been
VIP
crying my
section.
eyes out.
That was VIP. That was
Jesus.
VIP. And it was a massively restrictive view, more
Yeah,
than the actual restrictive view section. And I believe like the Echo did some sort of story on it because it was a big like story in the
yeah,
office.
of course.
Everyone was on about it. And I was like, are you sure? Like, really, that amount? And then they can't see anything?
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. Even people ended up paying, it went into like the thousands, didn't it? It was over like £1,000 for
Why would
one
you do it?
ticket.
Why
And then
would you
you'd be in a
charge that
box.
much? As like, I know
It's
it's not Taylor
ridiculous.
Swift. I know that it's in
No,
management and a
yeah,
company and Anfield and that. I get that, but it's
yeah.
I know people
Yeah.
pay it and that, but it's so much.
It's far
You
too much.
know,
Even if you're a rich person and like that's
that's
nothing
it.
to you,
Exactly.
like, and then to end up with like a restrictive view. Oh my God.
Oh, I'd
But
have been in complete
yeah,
tears.
oh, absolutely.
I'd have been
But
in complete
some of
tears.
them were in like big boxes, like VIP boxes. There was like
Yeah.
VIP tent areas or like sections, and then there was boxes.
Oh
And
yeah.
some of them, even in the boxes, you're just so high up that she looks like a pea.
A dot. Yeah.
And
Jeez.
that was like VIP. Like, and the P stood for P. She's pea sized.
I'd
Like,
have.
very important P.
Yeah. Honestly, though, the amount of money you pay to just be to see that, I don't think I
It would
ever
make
could.
me, that would make me physically ill to
Yeah,
spend that amount and it
that's
not
it.
be worth it.
Exactly. I mean, like, even like, would someone say, who do I like? Like the Vamps or Avril Lavigne or something. If
Yeah,
I'd have spent that much money and I seen that, I'd still be like the way I feel now. Like,
yeah,
why have I done that? Like, imagine
absolutely.
the money they could have spent. That money they could have spent doing something else.
You can go on holiday for that amount.
Exactly,
Like, you could go to
exactly.
like Spain or somewhere
That's
and
it.
like
That's your
chill
flights and
out.
hotel paid
Yeah.
for. Do you know what I mean?
So, I mean, I will
Jeez.
say
Yeah,
Taylor acknowledges all of this when she
yeah,
thanks people for being there. She does
yeah,
say she acknowledges like how expensive it is and the amount of work it takes to get here, the
yeah,
hotels, the accommodation. She is very appreciative, but like
yeah.
we
Of
all know,
course.
it's not her setting the
No,
prices.
definitely. It's
I'm
definitely not
sure if
her.
she had a say in it, like it'd be a lot lower
Oh, definitely. As I
because it's
said,
not fair.
it's in management and Anfield as well, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know, it's
She's a
all that.
very, very generous person, though.
Yeah.
Everywhere she's been going, she's been donating to local charities.
Oh, I like that.
So, some places it's been local food banks or just local
That's so
charities that are
nice.
big in the city.
Yeah,
So, no matter where she's been going, she's always donating to places.
yeah.
And I
See,
think
I
that's
like that.
brilliant.
That's
There
lovely.
was a rumour that she
Yeah.
was staying in the Titanic Hotel.
Yeah, I heard that rumour.
We don't know if that was true, but to be fair, there was a video posted of someone, like a view from their window, where
Yeah.
this car was covered with a tent, and then umbrellas were
Uh,
also covering the bits that the tent didn't cover. and
Yeah.
they were loading someone into the car and then they drove off.
Yeah, that's a bit sketchy there.
But then we're not sure, could that have just been the dancers? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they were staying there.
Or even like,
Or Paramore,
yeah.
the opening
Or
act.
even like a sort of thing so everyone thinks that's Taylor Swift. Everyone's looking like, wow, when
Could be a
Taylor
decoy.
Swift goes
Yeah.
another way. Yeah, a decoy, that's the
Or it
word I
could have
was looking
been
for.
manager or tour
Yeah.
people. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of people it could be, but then why cover the car so much? There was
Yeah,
like a
that's
big,
weird.
not a tent, but like, how do I, kind of like tent material
Hmm.
stretched over the car. And then they had multiple umbrellas covering the areas that that didn't cover.
That's weird
So
there.
then, who are you
It's either
loading into
Taylor
that
Swift
car?
or a decoy to throw people
Or
off thinking it
could be a
was.
celeb, couldn't it? Who's like attending,
Yeah, yeah,
you
that's a
know?
good idea. Could be.
Could be.
Because there was like a few celebs that
Well, there was
attended their gigs in there.
oh my God, I'm not good with names of like footballers and that, but he's just left Liverpool.
I
Klopp,
don't.
Klopp,
We went
Klopp.
Klopp, yeah, the manager. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
could have been him.
yeah, I
Fine,
saw the
but
post saying like, "Oh, I'm
is he
back at Anfield."
is he
Yeah,
that famous though to be hidden?
nah,
No.
don't think he is to
So,
be honest. Definitely
but
not.
then other rumors were that she was in an Airbnb in Cheshire or
Oh
somewhere
yeah.
nearby, and then was traveling. Like, and an
Uh,
Airbnb might make more sense for her because of the
yeah,
privacy,
yeah,
you
that's
know.
true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So all of us in the office were all like, where do we think she
speculating.
is? Like, we had a photographer going down to the Titanic. Then there was someone else just around, like in town, and like waiting
Yeah.
for all that. Then there was this massive helicopter that landed nearby Anfield, and we were like,
Oh,
is that how she's getting in and out? But we couldn't
yeah,
confirm or deny it. Like
yeah.
we didn't get close enough to know. So there was just a helicopter at some point, and no one knows what that was for.
It was just loads of speculation, basically.
Yeah, they've done a great job at keeping it really low profile and
Yeah.
secretive because we have no clue, and it's our job to
Jeez.
know, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't
of
know.
course. Of
So
course, though.
yeah,
Oh my
oh, the
gosh.
vibes though in the office covering this, we were all listening to Taylor Swift.
Oh, I love that.
Just like editing away. People are writing articles.
Yeah.
I'm editing videos, and like in the morning on the first day, because I covered it for 2 days for the
Mhm.
Thursday and then the Saturday. So on the Thursday, I went to this lovely place. You would love this. We've got to go.
Okay.
Even when it's not Taylor Swift themed,
Yeah.
you'd love this. There's a place called Lucy in the Sky. Have you heard of it?
Um, you shared that menu, didn't you?
Yeah.
On your story. Yeah. And I said, this
Gorgeous little
looks
cafe.
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cafe, coffee shop, like absolutely
I
stunning.
love a coffee shop. Yeah.
And it's like really well known in Liverpool for doing like I don't know
Theme
whether
things.
it's I don't know whether to say viral, but like it's known locally.
Like
I think it's
trend and
local,
things, like on
yeah, like
trend.
local viral, local trendy
Yeah.
stuff where people know to go there for like certain stuff and like
Oh, okay.
apparently they do a really good scouse as well.
We
So
need to check that out.
yeah,
Definitely need to check
yeah.
that out.
Well, I got the Taylor Swift blank space pancakes.
Oh, would be
Yeah,
nice.
they actually were. It's like white chocolate. It
Yeah.
comes where the white chocolate is in something, and then you lift it up, and it all goes down.
Oh, I love that.
It's
It's one
good.
of them cakes that you lift the wrapper off and it all melts down.
Yeah, it was like
I love that.
a pink metal thing, I think it was,
Yeah.
and then I lifted it up. I'm
And
not
all the
sure,
white chocolate
like a
ones.
ramekin or something, and then it
Yeah.
all just melted over it, and it
Oh my
was
gosh, I love that.
delicious white
Yeah.
chocolate, like, and then you had sprinkles to put on as well.
That's so
And then there was
cute.
also a lavender hot chocolate.
Oh, did you get the lavender hot chocolate?
Of
Was that
course I
nice? Oh
did.
yeah, look, why am I asking
Like,
about hot
you need
chocolate?
to
I know,
ask.
that's so true. Why did I even ask that?
Honestly,
But was it good?
it was amazing. It was
I
gorgeous.
want a lavender hot chocolate because
It was
that sounds.
so
Was it
nice.
like a lavender colour, like the purple, though, or
It
was it
was
just
like
normal hot chocolate colour?
like a very light purple. On like the
Okay.
camera, it didn't fully show up, but in person you could see that
You
it was
could
purple.
see. I don't. Yeah.
But it didn't fully show up on. I was like,
Oh, I
come
hate
on,
that.
show up. I was
Yeah.
trying to do the settings on my phone, but it wouldn't capture
Oh
it properly.
no.
But it was like a
Oh,
really
it was
nice,
like
like
perfect
pastel
to the eye.
purple.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but not
it's like
to
a
the camera's eye.
pastel purple,
Oh,
stunning,
nice.
so nice. But kind of rushed to go because I was covering loads of other stuff. So like I needed to like eat it quick and get out. But there was a
Yeah.
queue. And like I did say, I was like, oh yeah, I'm here to cover because I'd arranged with them to come in and do it as like a
Oh,
collab
that's
for the
cool.
Echo.
Yeah.
And the woman like, got me in as soon as, but it was so popular and so busy. Like
Yeah.
it was rammed in there. It was crazy. Like because people are obsessed. Obviously, loads of
Yeah, and obviously
Americans
it's like
there.
if it's an
Yeah,
on-trend thing, Taylor Swift's in town, they're doing a Taylor Swift like menu.
yeah.
I
And they
can't
had like a
imagine how many people
mural.
went.
Yeah, they had a mural outside. I'll see if I can get the picture actually,
Okay.
where they've drew her face on the window.
Oh, I think I seen that on the thing. That's so cool.
Yeah,
I saw that on an Instagram post. That is really cool. I think it was yours actually, yeah.
probably.
It was, probably was, yeah.
And that was the lavender. See, you can't tell that
Oh,
it was
nah, I can't really
purpley.
tell.
It
But
it
it does
was
look
purpley.
lovely. You got the
Like
pancakes. Oh, that looks cool.
it was purple, but it just
Yeah.
doesn't want to show it. But yeah, it was, and it came with like little love hearts as well, like
Oh, that's
mother,
so cute. Yeah,
like
yeah, of course. That's
so.
so cute.
Me being a new Swiftie who's like
Yeah.
obsessed, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I don't know if it might not show it.
I can
There we
kind of
go.
see, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can see. It's a bit of light there, but you can see the chocolate.
So go look at my Instagram. It's on there. It's on
Yeah.
there if you just want to see it properly. But yeah, absolutely stunning coffee shop, and that's gonna be like a place where I go to now. Like
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with
Whereabouts
it.
is it at?
It's not far from Castle Street. I know that much.
Okay.
Lucy, I feel
In the
like is it
sky.
Dale Street?
Yeah.
Lucy in the sky. Let me see. Oh, it
Yeah.
says Imperial Court Exchange Street.
Okay.
By like exchange
Yeah.
flags,
Yeah,
like
yeah. We're
yeah,
definitely gonna have to go there. We're gonna have
we
to
need
keep
to.
like track on if there's anything that we like and that, on trend or
Oh
anything like
yeah,
that. Try
they
and like
do
just
loads of
go.
stuff.
Yeah,
It's
see,
brilliant.
I
Like
like that.
I
I
loved
like
it.
themed things.
And
You
I
know,
wanted to spend more time there, but I had to rush
you
and like
just had
I
to
couldn't
go.
eat all
Yeah.
of the pancakes even though I wanted to. I
Oh
couldn't drink all
no.
of the hot chocolate. And I was like devastated. But I had to go to like other places as well, so I couldn't
Yeah.
even take it with me. And
Oh
as
no.
interviewing people as well, so like
It'd
I
be
had to be
carrying
out
it
and
round
about.
all day. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
No, I was
Oh.
devastated.
Oh, we're gonna have
So
to
I
go
need to
when
go
it's more
back.
calmer
Yeah.
then, isn't it? And then see
Oh,
if they've got any like theme
it's
things or just
delicious.
go. Yeah.
I don't think I could drink a full hot chocolate because
It
I
did look a
drink
big glass.
I drank quite a bit, and I
Yeah.
was thinking if I were to like drink this in full,
Yeah.
sorry, I've got like an eyelash. If I
Okay.
were to drink this in full, I reckon I probably would have felt a bit ill
Yeah.
because it's a
It's
lot
too
going on.
big. Yeah.
But it was nice.
Yeah.
It was delicious what I drank of it, and the owner was lovely. She was so accommodating, and she's like,
Oh.
she put me in the window where the mural was,
Oh,
and
that's
she
so
was like, for your
nice.
photos, like so it
Oh,
looked good.
that's so
I was like,
nice.
yes.
Oh, what was
So,
her name?
oh my God, I'm so bad with names. She did
Oh,
tell me it as
to
well.
be fair though, it's probably one of them. You probably that day you heard so many names, didn't you?
Yeah, I remembered Tiffany from Canada.
Yeah, that's because she likes folklore.
Yeah, because she
I
likes
love
folklore.
that.
She was like, folklore's my favorite, and I was like, I
Finally.
love you. Like, oh, and she was telling me as well.
Yeah.
Um, getting back to Tiffany. Yeah, she was telling me that she'd seen the set list of what was going to be played,
Oh
and she
yeah.
was like, loads of my favourites are being played tonight, and I can't wait. I was like, oh,
Oh
she seemed like she was just gonna have the absolute
yeah. Best
best
time of her
time.
life.
And I said to her, like, have the best time. And she's like, oh, I will do.
Oh, that's so
She's like, I'm
nice.
going to, definitely.
Yeah.
So I really hope she did. If you're
I
watching,
really hope
Tiffany,
she did, yeah.
I hope you had the best time.
Oh,
She's watching. She knows, surely. I
she does.
mean,
She's back in Canada watching, going, that's
I
me.
hope so. Yeah. Oh, no, she was lovely. She was nice. And what I ended up doing for the Vox Pops to talk to people, I think I told you about it because I
Yeah,
was worried about like leaving because everyone was so busy, so I just didn't have anyone else to go and film with. It was
yeah,
only going to be me because we try to do things in pairs, but sometimes you can't if it's
yeah.
hectic. And I was like telling you, like, I'm worried about leaving the camera on to record and then like
Oh, yeah,
interviewing
because
people.
I said to you, didn't I, if I wasn't working, I would have came down
Yeah.
with you and helped you out, didn't I?
Because
Yeah,
sometimes as well, like we can work together on stuff like that.
yeah,
Like especially
because
like
it was
when
so
we go to
big.
Comic Con, if
Yeah,
we go together anyway, but I'm working for the Echo,
yeah,
you always help out, which is
that's
amazing.
it.
And
Yeah,
I love
honestly,
that.
I always say I'm like the
Yeah.
undercover worker for the Echo that they don't know
Yeah,
about.
sometimes you are like
Honestly,
for things like Comic Con, because we're going
yeah,
already.
yeah.
And then you're just like, I can help you with that. And
I
I'm
was just
like,
like, hello,
okay.
that's it. I'm like, I'll help you as long as I can go and get a picture with the TARDIS. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, and I do remember slightly going off on a tangent here, sorry.
Okay.
Tangent alert.
Tangent.
One year, wasn't it? I think it might have been the second time that I covered Comic Con for the Echo.
Yeah.
And I think it was the one where we met like Michael Rooker and all that.
Oh God, yeah, where we interviewed a few people and
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And because I was pressed, they were like, here's a diamond pass. And you were just there as you. And I was just
Yeah.
meeting you there.
Oh my God, yeah.
But
And then
because they were like, are you two together? And I
we
was
were
like,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm press. She's
yeah.
just like me, mate. We're just here.
They were
I've
just like,
met up
yeah,
with
have a
her.
die. No, but it wasn't
Yeah.
the Diamond Pass. It was when we went to meet Michelle Gomez and Matt Smith, and it was the Sunday because I went
That's
through
right.
and we were like, I
Yes,
wish we'd had the
it
Diamond Pass
was.
the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it
it. They were
was
like,
that. That
are
was
you
it.
with her? And I was just like, yeah, like, because I was supposed to go to like the
Yeah.
other one or something, wasn't I?
Yeah.
But I can't remember why I was just stood there with you.
But
And then you were
they
like,
were
oh,
so nice. Like,
yeah,
because they didn't need to give us one.
that's
Like,
it.
because you paid for standard. I
That's
didn't
it.
pay for any because I was press.
Because you were
And but they
working,
were
yeah.
like, here's diamond, and I was like, okay. Didn't
Yeah,
really need that though because I wasn't meeting anyone. But I was like, okay, I'll
yeah,
take it. And then they just said, are you two together? And I did
yeah.
explain, I'm press. She's just here for Comic Con. And then
And
they
they
were
were just
like,
like, there you go.
ah, take it. And I was
Yeah,
like,
they were so nice. We were like, what the
wow,
hell?
like that was amazing.
Yeah,
And whoever that staff member was,
thank
thank
you so
you.
much. That was so
Because
nice.
that made our Comic Con experience way better,
It
didn't
did.
it? I
It
still wouldn't
did.
say it's worth paying it,
No, not. It
but
is worth paying it if you're meeting a bunch of
yeah,
people.
if you're meeting
If you're meeting
loads,
various people, then fair
yeah,
enough. But if you're only meeting one or two, then I'd just say
then
queue up. Because
yeah,
if you queue up, then you get talking to other fans.
yeah,
I
it's
know I did
nice.
when I was stood in the queue for Matt Smith. I got
Yeah,
talking to these two girls behind me, and like we were talking about Doctor Who and other things he'd been in, and it was really
yeah.
nice. One of the girls actually followed me Instagram and commented on my photo and that of him.
Oh,
I was like,
see,
oh,
that's
so
nice,
nice.
isn't it? And you
Yeah,
wouldn't have that otherwise,
that's
like, so
it. So
yeah.
it was nice. But
But it's
yeah,
funny how that just accidentally happened.
it
And then,
is.
like, we were walking away, and you were like, I've got a diamond pass. And I was like, you say nothing to no one.
Yeah, just
Like,
like, just
not
keep
our
your mouth
fault they
shut, have
gave
you?
it to us. That was
Yeah,
their decision. They knew the situation, and they still
yeah,
decided to give us it.
I
So,
know. Just like, let's be
don't say
quiet,
anything.
hush about it.
Oh, it's so funny.
I know. But oh my gosh, I need to tell you about Wicked as well.
Hang on, I've got one last
Go
thing.
on.
And then
Okay.
we need to move on to that because I've got some questions for you about that.
Okay.
Um, So, you know, in Taylor's song Shake It Off,
Yeah,
Cam, one of the dancers, he's like a plus size man. Like
yeah,
he's
love
so
that.
well known for doing these amazing elaborate dances.
Yeah.
And he's also well known for doing in the section where she it's like a talky bit where
Hmm.
she's like, "Oh, it's exhausting. Like we're just never ever getting back together."
Oh,
And then
yeah,
usually it's supposed to be, like ever. But for
yeah.
each city, they personalize that section.
Okay.
So I think for London, there was like, "Bog off, mate," or something like that.
Yeah.
For Liverpool,
Oh, what did he
they said,
say?
I only know two of them.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah, two of them. I had to remember them. The first one that Cam did was get on your bike. Get on your bike. Yeah.
We're never getting back together.
Like, oh, we're just never getting back together. Get on your bike.
Oh, no.
And he did like a bit of a Scouse accent. And you
Yeah,
know what? It actually wasn't bad. Like
I like
it was
that.
passable.
I don't like
Then
when people put on the Scouse
no,
accents because I'm just
no,
like,
yeah,
you're making us
don't
sound
do
worse
that.
than we are, really.
Yeah. So then the other night, what he did was, jog on, lad.
I don't think I've ever said jog on or get on your
No,
bike, though.
I mean, they're not the most common of phrases,
They're
but to
not.
be fair, what else would you say? I would say the more old-fashioned phrases like boomer generation,
Yeah,
would
maybe
say
they,
that. But what would you say?
I
To
don't know.
me, I know what I
Go
would have
on.
said. Swerve it, lad. Something like that,
Swerve
like,
it.
nah,
Oh,
swerve,
no.
or swerve him, like, nah, I'm gonna
Swerve
swerve him.
them. I actually don't know what I'd say
But if you want to
because
say, like, if it's something,
it,
because the point of that section is to be like, like ever, or to say
yeah,
some sort of variation of,
I
I'm
think
gonna
like,
avoid him, you
yeah,
know?
I think like my word would just be like probably a swear word or something.
Well, they can't do that because
Well,
children
this
don't.
is it exactly. So that's
Yeah.
what mine would have
There's an
probably been, but
abundance of scouse swear words you could use.
exactly.
Yeah. But honestly, I reckon jog on, lad, isn't that bad. That's
That's not.
acceptable.
That is.
On your bike, I haven't heard that in my
I've
generation.
never heard that in my generation, to be
I
honest.
I feel like that is boomer and like
That
older.
is like, oh, get on your bike.
Yeah.
Who
Get
says
on your
that?
bike.
Get on your
Like,
bike.
I feel like
No.
maybe my dad said it once, but like
Yeah.
that's it. But like no one our age would say that.
No, no one would say it our age. I don't think.
No
Well, I've
one's
never
Taylor's
heard
age.
anyone. Yeah, definitely.
But jog on, lad. Okay, I can see that one.
Yeah, I can see that one. I think I've heard someone say, "Oh, jog on," but it's
Yeah.
not
But it's
a.
still a bit outdated.
Yeah, they've probably looked for things they could say that suits
I would
everybody.
think like, nah, swerve 'em. Something like that.
Yeah, no, swerve
That's a
that now.
bit that's a bit more relevant.
Yeah,
So I don't know though, what else would you say to be like either a version of like ever or like I'm not doing that or something to say that you're gonna avoid him.
yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I don't know.
Do you
Don't
know
know.
what though? This is
It's a
where a
hard one.
situation where, like, later on, I'll message you and they'll be like, they could say this.
Yeah, you'll just
They
send
could
me
have
a
said
voice note
this.
of just that saying.
Exactly.
So yeah, I don't quite know what they would say in place of that. So they still did a pretty good job, to be fair.
Yeah,
That was still decent, I would
definitely.
say. So yeah, or
Yeah,
even I don't know, just like it could have been like um defo swerving, or
yeah,
because we say defo quite a bit as well. So
yeah.
like
Oh, defo,
defo
yeah.
not lads, something like that. Maybe I don't
Yeah,
know, but anyway, Cam
yeah,
did do a pretty good job given what he was given.
yeah.
So, and we love him.
Considering all live like, to be fair,
Yeah,
Scousers are known for just like using swear words as well.
yeah. There's a
So
few
yeah,
that you
there's a
could use
few.
there, definitely.
Definitely, defo.
So getting to Wicked. So you went to go
Yeah,
see that a few nights ago, wasn't it? With
yeah,
your mum, was it?
on Thursday.
And that was in Liverpool Empire.
Yeah, I went to see Liverpool Empire. So last year in May, I brought my mum. My mum has always wanted to see Wicked. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if she
Sorry, I'm
doesn't
just
see
gonna
it,
open a can.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, it's okay. If she doesn't see like a show again, as long as she's seen
A
Wicked,
Pepsi. Pepsi,
Pepsi,
everyone.
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
So, um, it was one of them where like I just thought, you know what? I'll do it. I'll get a ticket. I got a ticket, and
I mean, it's wicked.
like
Like,
it's wicked. The time came, we went, and it was really good. I couldn't believe. Let me get a photo up, and I can show you. Um, how actually near the stage we was. Don't know if you can see.
oh, that's good.
That's so near
Yeah,
the stage.
that's brilliant.
Um, let me show you the photo as well. There's my mum, bless her, standing next to
Oh,
the Wicked sign made up.
love her. That's
She was
amazing.
like, oh, there's the Wicked, the poster for Wicked, take a photo of me, Ab. And I was like, okay. So we took a
Oh,
photo,
that's so
and
cute.
that's it. She was absolutely made up.
Hmm,
Took her for a tea in Weatherspoons, got her some merchandise. We went to see her,
that's
and
a vibe. The
it
Weatherspoons and then
is.
Wicked.
That's it, exactly.
That's a
You gotta
vibe.
go with the spoons. Exactly.
Which one did you go to? Because there's a
Do you know
few in
the
Liverpool now.
Falwell, Bank Queen
Oh,
Square?
yes.
Yeah,
So you're
that's
like
our
right
go-to.
nearby.
That's it.
Yeah.
So go-to, we went there and then we just walked over, and it was really nice. Like, I wasn't, I don't want to say, oh, I wasn't bothered about seeing it. Like, it was fun. It was one of them. I enjoyed it more afterwards than before. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like all I was thinking is can't wait till he starts singing Defying Gravity. The only song I know. I've been listening to the soundtrack and it's really good. Like after the show, it's like, ooh, put the soundtrack on, and it's been really good.
Yeah.
Like, it was really fun. Like, I'd go see it again. If it come back to
Yeah.
Liverpool, I would go see it again. It was really fun. Like, I am team Alphabet, the
Yeah.
Green Witch. I am team her always. But
I do
yeah, it
love
was really
a good
fun.
villain.
I do.
Good
But do
villain.
you know what? She actually wasn't a villain.
Yes.
She
I
actually
believe
wasn't a
so.
villain in it. But it was just really, really fun. Like, I did really enjoy it. My
Is
mum
it
loved it.
is
Which,
it something where like does the music in it does it suit being a musical, if that
oh,
makes
definitely.
sense? Because
Definitely
some
suited being a
stuff
musical.
it can feel forced.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
it
Like,
needed, like, if it wasn't a musical, I think it'd be boring.
okay.
To me, anyway,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But the songs fitted so well. Like, the songs that, like, even like the characters, like, it looked like they were born to play that part. They were so on point. So, like, it was amazing, honestly. Like, if someone said to me tomorrow, do you want to go and see Wicked again? I'd be like, yeah, okay. It was really fun. It was something like that where, like, oh, I don't know how to explain it. It's something like, I don't want to go and see, but once you've seen it, you're like, it makes you think,
It
like,
opens your eyes to it.
that's it. It makes you think, like, if I ever
Yeah.
do anything else or someone asks me anything, to be like, oh, do you want to go here? I'll say yeah, because I might like it. Like
Yeah.
Wicked. You
I
know,
was like that with completely different opposite end of the scale
yeah.
here. But I was like that with Book of Mormon. Have you
Oh,
heard
yeah,
of
you
that?
went to see
I
Night,
think I've
yeah.
mentioned it to you before.
Yeah,
Might have
yeah,
even been on the podcast that I mentioned it.
yeah,
But that was insane. Like, I never would go and see something like that.
yeah.
But it was for a review for the Echo
Oh,
when I
yeah.
first started working in what's on there. And I was like, Book of Mormon, oh, this sounds boring. Like, just gonna be like a religious musical. Like, ugh,
Yeah. To be
no,
fair,
thank
that's what
you.
it sounds like, doesn't it, from the name?
Oh, complete opposite. It's Disney level musical, but with
Oh,
the vibes of like South Park.
okay.
Yeah, it's by the same
Yeah,
people as South Park. It's so ridiculously offensive, but it offends everyone and everything, every race, every religion, every gender, everyone. It offends everyone. So it cancels it out, sort of thing. So, like,
yeah,
because everyone is being offended, you then don't feel like it's going
offended.
after anyone. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
Like,
not singling anyone out.
no.
I
So,
like that.
the way in which they did it was very clever.
Yeah,
Like, and it's such a difficult subject because it's about religion, it's about Mormonism. It
yeah,
is not a realistic depiction of Mormonism at
yeah,
all. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be satirical. It's
yeah,
satire. It's just we're making fun of this religion, but then we're also making fun of all of the other religions as well.
yeah.
But
So it's yeah,
primarily, this is the one we're focusing on, but then they make fun of all the others as well at the same time.
yeah,
And they make fun of just literally everything. And of like, there's a lot of themes throughout it, serious themes,
yeah.
but somehow they make them very funny. But
That's
there's
yeah,
one section in it that I do not agree should be included at all.
yeah.
I think it is disgusting and there's no excusing it. Like, so I didn't agree with this bit. There's like these people from America, from a Mormon community, go to Africa and they're like spreading the word of God. And when they're over there, though, everyone's got AIDS basically, because
Yeah,
especially in the time period it was set in, everyone's got AIDS. And
yeah,
apparently, the local doctor there,
yeah.
doctor, says that a cure for AIDS, he's seen it on Facebook. If you have with a baby, it will
What the
cure
hell?
it. And I was like, no, everything has been hilarious up until this point.
Like, what the hell? Why would you say that?
And like, I was just like,
Nah, that is
no,
disgusting.
that's not okay. Everything
No.
else, amazing, hilarious,
Yeah,
so funny. I literally could not breathe for laughing. It was
yeah.
that funny.
Up
But it was
until
that
that
bit I was like, oh,
part.
you've here was the line, and there
Yeah,
was
you've
you.
crossed it.
You've
Yeah,
completely crossed it now. That was
yeah,
no good. Like, so that to me that did take it down in my opinion a bit because it went too far.
yeah,
But other than that, I will say it was brilliant. I think it caught me off guard as well because I went into that not knowing what it was,
yeah.
and I took my mum with me.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, it's like about Mormonism and Africa. She's like, oh, it sounds interesting. It's a musical.
yeah.
I was like, so I went to that with her. The singing like about spooky Mormon hell, which is where gay people go. Um,
All right,
yeah,
okay.
everyone is gonna have AIDS. Like, and at one point the guy gets a Bible shoved up his backside, and like, just the
What the
stuff that
hell?
happens is insane. Like, it's
Like,
crazy.
how did it get the okay for the
And
get-go sort
at
of
one
thing?
point, the founder of Mormonism in this depiction of it, which is not realistic at all,
Yeah,
apparently is like it's kind of a bit like, when a story gets passed down through
yeah.
generations, things change. Well, it ended up being changed so much that Mormonism apparently came about from this guy who had with a frog and then seen Jesus. So then they bring out
What
like
the
this
hell?
stuffed teddy of like a frog and like they parade it around on stage. And there's an entire song, and
Yeah.
we're not monetized yet, so I can swear. There's an entire song where they're like, "You just gotta fuck a frog, like fuck a frog, yeah, fuck a
What
frog,
the
let's fuck a
hell?
frog, everybody fuck a frog." I'm sitting there with my mum, just like
What did your mum think of the show?
her face the whole time, just like,
Like, What the hell am I watching?
But you know what? Like, she's a good sport. Like, she did
Yeah,
find
she
it really
is.
funny.
Yeah,
And my dad loves any kind of humor like that, where it's
yeah.
just like off the fucking wall crazy.
Off the
So
scale.
I told my dad about it the next day. He made me buy tickets for him and his friends, also they're both called
Oh,
John, and they went
yeah.
to go see it. And they
Did
said
they?
all we did was laugh like the whole time. They loved it.
Oh,
They
yeah,
absolutely loved it. So yeah, that was one of those where it opened my eyes to I would never have gone to see that
yeah,
because it was for work. I did.
yeah,
And I'm glad that I did. Like, for the most part, it was
yeah.
brilliant. It was amazing. And it's made me think, well, if something else comes on that I'm like, I don't know, I might be more
Just go
likely to
for
go
it.
and see it. Like, if it looks
Yeah,
good, you know. So yeah, that's one of them where it's so funny. And there's so many good songs in it. And there's one that's like really well known where, you know, like Mormons will knock on the door, like, or ring the doorbell. Same
yeah,
with like other religions, like Jehovah's Witnesses are known for it, where
yeah.
they cold call. So there's a song where they're like, ding dong, my name is Elder Price. Da 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 da. Ding dong, my name is Elder Cunningham. Da 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 da. Like, and
Oh,
that's the whole song.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's pitch black at first, and then when they press the doorbell, the light goes on that person. Then the next person presses the doorbell,
Oh,
the light
okay.
goes on there, and then the entire stage is filled with people going ding dong. My name is Elder blah blah
Oh
blah
my
blah blah
God,
blah 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 blah. And they've
that's
got like the
cool.
book that they bring to people, and like, this is the book of God, and they like talk about it, and it's just absolute fucking crazy.
Honestly. Do you know what? I've got to hand it to her though. Like, hand them to it though. Like, not probably just for Wicked, but for every sort of like show. Like, when, like, we both went to see Six. I know we went on
Yeah,
separate days, but it was the same show, wasn't it? Like, the
yeah,
props and everything. Like, I know more with Wicked. Like, I don't know how they done it. The amount of props they used and everything was just spot on. Like, there
yeah,
wasn't a thing that they missed. Like, and I feel like the balance between sort of songs and the balance between the acting, it wasn't too much singing and it wasn't too much acting.
yeah,
It just all fitted. You know, and I was like, oh my God, and the amount of people
yeah.
that there's probably on that production, and it's so on point. No one missed a cue. Like, and it's not even
It's
the people
amazing.
on stage, it's the people off stage who are making all the props happen. You know, all the
Absolutely.
crew off stage. I was just like, "Do you know what?" And it's especially doing that every
Yeah.
night as well. I was
It
like, wow.
is. It's crazy to think how much goes into it.
Yeah,
And even for like a local theatre like Liverpool Empire, we get a lot
yeah,
of big productions coming through now, more and more, like
yeah, definitely.
constantly. And it's just phenomenal how it can be transformed, you know,
Yeah,
into it can go from Six to Wicked, Book of Mormon, Blood
exactly.
Brothers, like
Yeah,
crazy. Have you
like,
seen Blood Brothers?
no. Is it good?
Right. Louisa hasn't seen it either, my friend Louisa. If
Okay,
that comes around, three of us are going to see it.
okay,
So, okay, what you to do when you're coming with me?
okay.
It's one of the most incredible Liverpool
Yeah.
stories ever. And I got to meet the last cast of Blood Brothers when
Oh, okay.
and I interviewed them for the Echo, and it was the same actor who played um Mickey for like he played him for like the last 20 years. And
Jeez.
so I'd actually watched him when I was doing my GCSEs on it.
Wow.
And
Oh
I
my
remember
gosh.
going to see him in it, and then like I got to meet him and talk to him, and I told
Yeah.
him like I did a GCSE like exam on this, and oh, it. I mean, I think I was the only one who probably enjoyed doing the GCSE exam on Blood
Yeah.
Brothers. Like I don't know whether every school did that, but ours did. It was for
Yeah.
English, and we went to go see it, and then did the exam a few days later on it.
Oh, that's cool.
And
That's so
I
fun.
mean, it's a tragic story. It's not.
Yeah.
There's no happy ending for anyone.
Okay. I kind of
No.
don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
Like
But the
fully,
way
if we
I
are,
won't I
yeah,
won't
gonna go
spoil
see
it,
it.
but
Okay.
it starts off the way they have done it. It's not a linear narrative. It shows you the ending at the beginning, and then it shows you how we get to
Okay.
that point, to
Oh,
that
I kind of like that,
insane,
yeah.
crazy point. You're like, how have we got here? And then it
Yeah.
works its way, like it goes from the beginning, from when they're kids, and it's the same actor, men, fully grown men,
Yeah.
playing these kids. So
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, Sean Jones, I want to say his name was, who played
Yeah.
Mickey. And he's a fully grown man. He's been playing him for the past 20 years, but he
Jeez.
gets in like the full get up of like school, like uniform. That's
Wow.
and one's from a rich family, one's from a poor family. These two twins, and they
Yeah.
get separated at birth. But I won't spoil anymore. Um,
Okay.
but they grow up very differently. So one is in like a
Yeah.
school uniform with like holes in the elbow, holes in the
Oh
jumper.
no.
They're
Yeah.
rotten. The other one is pristine.
Pristine.
Absolutely, like, just so different. And
Yeah.
the way they play them is brilliant. And the way the one who plays Mickey, I think it's Sean, he's finished the role now, I believe. He retired, and like it was his last show when I was interviewing him. So like it was a bit
Oh.
emotional for me because like I
Yeah.
grew up watching him play that role, and he
Oh.
was my Mickey. Like that's who I could
Yeah.
only picture in that role.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just it's a harrowing tale, like it really is. But he did a great job of being able to portray Mickey through the years. Like he played him as a
Okay.
kid, then as a teenager, a young adult, an adult, and you think, oh, they're gonna be crap, like playing them as kids.
Yeah.
But
They're
fully
really
after like
not.
the first 5 minutes of watching them play this child, you then actually start to believe. You're right there,
Yeah.
you're joking.
Just choking. You know what I'm like. The title's harrowing. Please continue. I'm
Just
okay. I'm good
it's
now.
affecting you that much.
It is. It's
Yeah.
affecting me, guys. I'm like, go
Oh.
on. Poor
Literally, when
Mickey.
I met the actor, first thing he said to me,
Yeah.
he ran on stage because I was interviewing them on the stage at the Liverpool Empire with the set
Mhm.
build and all that, and it's an amazing set build.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting there for them, and they come out, and he runs up to me. He's
Yeah.
such an energetic person, and he is a bit
Oh.
like the character Mickey in how energetic he is.
Yeah.
And he ran up to me and was like, did you cry at the end? Did you cry? Did you cry? Did you? And I was
Oh.
like, I did the first time I watched it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like he went, so you didn't cry that time? And I was like, no, well, I knew what was coming. And he went, I'll have to try better next time.
I like people like that, like little jokers.
He really was a joker. Like he was funny, but he knows how to like be animated enough to portray a child.
Yeah.
Like, because after the first 5 minutes, you do really start to believe you see them as they're a child.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's weird. You like there was a moment where I think I then like I took a sip of my drink and then like went back into watching it, and I was like, I'm watching a fully grown man on stage pretending that he's riding an imaginary horse. And like before I just took myself out of that, I fully believed that that was a kid.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. Oh, yeah, so it is brilliant. And
Yeah.
it's wrote by Willie Russell, a renowned playwright and writer from Liverpool.
Oh
And he
yeah.
actually got most of his stories from, like, they were inspired by times when he worked in a hairdresser's sweeping the floor. And he would
Okay.
overhear people, just their stories, their life.
Yeah.
And that would go on to inspire a lot of his stories.
Oh, I like that.
So the gossip from the hairdressers like turned
That's so
into
cool. I like that.
yeah, turned into that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
that's
my goodness.
definitely one that we need to go see. Like I've seen it I
Yeah.
think 3 times now. Never gets old. Never gets old. so emotionally raw as well, and it
Yeah.
tackles really important issues like class and
Okay.
nature versus nature. These two
Yeah.
twins are separated. One's poor, one's rich, and they're
Yeah.
completely different people. But then what happens? Like, is it nature versus nature? Does one become a good person and a bad person? Like, does it
Yeah.
change the character, the environment that they're brought up in?
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of superstition woven throughout it as well, mainly because Liverpool is quite a superstitious city,
Yeah, we are, yeah.
especially the older generations. Get the
Oh,
shoes off the
yeah.
table.
Oh,
You kill a
yeah.
spider, it's bad luck.
Yeah, don't walk under a ladder, don't smash a mirror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a black cat, and so like
Yeah, if
he
you own a black cat, you
mentions
get
there's
unlucky.
there's a narrator throughout, and he's spooky. The narrator, he'll be up in like a window somewhere,
Yeah.
and he'll just be like, "The salt's been spilled. There's a devil at your door." Like he'll be saying these spooky things, like foreshadowing that something bad
Oh
is
my
coming.
gosh.
Yeah, and he'll be talking about like, um, a deal has been made with the devil and
Oh
stuff
my
like that. And
gosh.
they also heavily talk about Marilyn Monroe.
Oh,
And
okay.
at the time, this is set, I think it's like 50s, 60s, maybe a little
Yeah.
bit later. So Marilyn Monroe, peak of like fame, beauty,
Yeah.
she was the celeb to be.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously we all know she comes to a tragic end.
Yeah.
And the way they talk about her kind of foreshadows the story.
Oh, okay.
Like, she's this glamorous person everyone wants to be, and she's the height of fashion, fame, fortune, beauty. But then, no matter who she is and where she comes from and what she's got, she still meets that horrible end. So
Oh.
it relates to the story. And actually, a question on my GCSE paper was, what is the significance of Marilyn Monroe throughout Blood Brothers?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. Like, there's so much to say here. Like, I
Yeah.
was such a little nerdy kid. So, like,
I
I
love
was
that,
like,
yeah.
I can't wait to get into this question. And, like, I had so much to say. I needed more paper.
Oh my gosh,
I
I
had so
love
much to
that.
say. I actually asked the actor as well who played Mickey. I was like, after the interview, I said to him, like, we were talking about GCSEs and all that. And he was like, "What did you get on it?" Just out of curiosity. And I was like, "Oh, I got a B." Like, so
Yeah.
good. And then I said to him, one of the questions was about Marilyn Monroe and what was her significance. And I was
Yeah.
like, "What would you say?" And he was like, "I've literally never thought of that before." And he was like, "But to be fair, she is mentioned a lot."
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's gonna take me a minute." So I was talking to the other guy for a bit, and then he came back to me and like said like she really does like have a big part to play in it.
Yeah.
Like, because you at the beginning they mention about like this scene that happens. They're like,
Yeah.
say it's not true, say it's just a story, say it's an old movie on TV with Marilyn Monroe. Like it's something
Oh,
along those
okay.
lines. And then there's a big famous song, um, where the mum in it, Miss Johnston, is singing about her husband
Oh,
and
yeah.
how he used to fancy her and said she looked a bit like Marilyn Monroe.
Ah.
Yeah, and then
So she's just
they
sort
mention
of
it.
there throughout.
They mention it in like almost every song.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's like, what? This has been done on purpose.
Yeah.
It's a subtle hint of like there's gonna be tragedy. Like
Yeah.
it's coming. Things might look glamorous now and okay,
But they're
but
not gonna be though.
no. So
Oh
it's
my gosh.
heavy, but
Yeah.
like I love how they sprinkle in a little bit of like superstition,
Yeah.
foreshadowing. Like it's done perfectly. It
To be honest, I
really
think
is.
like I haven't seen that many. I think I've only seen like three. I've seen Phantom of the Opera,
Mm,
Six, and Wicked. And I know a lot of people, they go and see the theatre, and it's something that I want to get into because I feel
Yeah,
like those 3 times that I went, I did really enjoy it.
I'm the
So
same. It
it is
is. It's
something, yeah, it is something that like I do want to sort of get into, as in like
yeah.
I want to
I'm the same though.
go
Like
to
I don't.
keep going to shows
Yeah,
basically, and
I don't go
get
often
into going to the
enough.
theatre because it's just I always just have a fun time, and I
Yeah.
always think of like the production, how brilliant it is. I mean, like, not even, as I said, the people on stage
Mm.
behind, like, they take their time to, like,
Oh
do it.
yeah.
Must be so tiresome. You know,
I
they're
can
doing that,
imagine.
like, they're not even doing one show, they're doing,
No.
like, 2 shows a night.
Yeah.
You know, some of the
It's a lot.
productions aren't they?
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
And
And
the
I get that's what
props
you
in some
choose
of
to
them.
do. Yeah, that's what you
Because
get
like
to go
I
on.
did I interviewed the people from School of Rock as well
Oh, yeah.
and got to go behind the scenes and the amount of props.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
of
God.
course.
The guy who played the Jack Black character in that though,
Hmm.
he was amazing. There was honestly a time where I was like,
Yeah.
he looks a lot like Jack Black. Like
Yeah.
he actually did look like him. And he pulled it off so so well. And all the kids in that were amazing. Like,
Yeah.
and I wasn't a massive fan of the movie of that, but again, I
Yeah.
went because it was work,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I might enjoy it. I loved it. I
Honestly, with
loved
this
it.
is it. That was like me
Amazing.
with Wicked. I was a bit like
Mm,
about going, but now I loved it. Like
yeah.
I've been listening to the soundtrack. You know, I did really enjoy it. You know, what's some of your like shows that you want to see? Like, would you
Oh,
say sort of thing? Because it's a big question because there is so
it
many, isn't
is.
there?
There's so many.
Like,
I
I
mean,
know
I
I'd
think
go
like
on.
Hamilton's coming to the
Oh
UK,
my
isn't
God,
it?
I would love to go
That's
see
gonna be
Hamilton.
one.
Yeah,
That
my
mainly
mum's on
just
about going to that.
to be able, because it's so popular and everyone loves it. I want to know what the
Yeah.
hype is about.
Oh no,
You
I've
know?
watched like clips on TikTok of like you
Yeah,
know they've played all over like America. I know it's like London as well. They've played it, and I've been
yeah.
looking on TikTok. I've watched like the stage like show on Disney Plus. Like it is a show that I really want to see. Like,
Yeah,
what else? I'd like to see the 101 Dalmatians musical because I feel like,
yeah.
what is that? How are they doing that? Are they using real puppies? Like, I really want to see that. I'd like to go and see Hairspray. Matilda the
Oh,
musical.
hairspray.
I'd like to
That
see
would be a
that.
good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. There's a
Probably
few.
as well, like Les Mis. That would be good to see
Do you
in
know what?
person.
You saying that, right? I was talking to Di literally what day we on? Friday,
Mm,
before me and Kate come to meet you. Di is Kate's mum. And before we
okay.
came to meet you, yeah, no, just the contact because you know who Kate is. Kate's my friend,
Yes.
but we went to see the last 2 episodes of Doctor Who, didn't we? So
Yes, and we'll be
um,
talking about that
we will
like
be
soon in
talking,
another
but I just
episode.
need
Yeah.
to like sort of say the context as why, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So before we came to meet you to watch that, um, we were talking, we went up with Di and that, we had a pint, and then I was talking to Di, and she asked me, she was like, "Oh, how's Wicked?" Blah blah blah. I was telling her, and she was saying, I said, "Oh, what shows have you seen?" And she said about Les Mis. She's seen that a bunch of times, and she said, "If there's one show you want to see is Les Mis," and she said, "If you don't cry," she said, "there's something
I
wrong
do
with you."
love. I've seen the
Yeah,
movie with Hugh Jackman, and like,
Eddie Redmayne.
yeah, like that was
Yeah,
brilliant. I loved it. We've watched it multiple times.
yeah.
So,
To be honest,
yeah.
I
Sorry, there's a helicopter flying over. I don't know whether
I
it
can't
might.
hear nothing. But to be honest,
Could be
it
Taylor
was one of
Swift.
them. And oh my
She
God,
could be
imagine.
leaving. Well, she's in
Yeah.
London at the moment.
Who's Swiftie, you? Um, I literally watched Les Mis. I know.
Okay.
I literally watched Les Mis because Helena Bonham Carter was in it, and she
You know
only
what? I loved
plays.
her character though.
I love her so much. She with oh,
Master of
what's
the
his name?
house.
Something
Du, du, du,
Conan,
du, du. Yeah.
something. The fella who played, oh, Sasha Conan.
Oh, I know who you mean.
Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? Um,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know who you mean.
yeah, I literally watched that. My mum watched it and she said, "Oh, Helena Bonham Carter's in it," and I said, "I know, yeah, that's why I want to watch it." I watched it just for her, and she was in it, but she wasn't a massive part.
No.
So I
The
just
way
sat through that.
they kept
Yeah,
calling the girl Courgette instead of
yeah.
Cosette.
Honestly, I was like, literally, just like, I'm
So
just watching it
funny.
for her. Like, it didn't matter like how long it was on for. It
Yeah.
just bored the hell out of
Oh,
me.
it
I'm
does
sorry
go on.
because I was waiting for her to come on.
Yeah.
So I feel like I do need to watch it again.
But you need to revisit it
Just,
and not
yeah,
just watch it for her because it's
yeah, that's
well
it.
worth it. Like
Exactly.
it's a
I
phenomenal
mean,
story. It
yeah.
is.
I mean, Anne
And
Hathaway in that. Wow.
Hugh Jackman, Anne
Yeah.
Hathaway, like
It is incredible. You know, I do
yeah,
need to go and like revisit it, but I just felt a bit like, you know what I am with attention. I haven't got that much attention span. I think I've got
yeah.
like
You've got to be in the
ADHD or
mood for
something
it
with
as
it.
well.
Do you know what I mean? I can't
Yeah,
keep my attention on things. Um,
but you've got to be in the
so
mood for it. You've got to
that's
be
it.
able to, because
Yeah,
it can get dark, it can get depressing.
that's
I
it. And
mean,
you know
Anne
me, I
Hathaway,
haven't got like a 3 hour attention span.
no. I mean,
I,
most
I've
people don't
That's
nowadays, to be
it.
fair.
I've got an hour
So,
at most. Like half of the
yeah,
TV shows I watch is 30 minutes, 25 minutes, except Doctor
yeah,
Who, because, you know, but
that will keep your
I, c-
attention. Yeah,
that's it. It's got to have me attention or I lose interest halfway through and I start just dissociating and drifting off like that and then
yeah.
it's not good. But and then I miss half of it. So when people talk to me about it, I'm like, oh, you know, I remember up to this point, and then I think I drifted off somewhere, like in my
Yeah, I'm the
mind,
same. To
you
be fair
know?
though, at like a theatre production, I
Yeah.
feel like it's way easier to concentrate more on the story
Oh,
because
definitely.
you're there, you're experiencing it. Like it's way
Yeah,
more captivating. Like
definitely.
it's, I just feel like it demands your attention then.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So going to see it, even if like you didn't watch it as a film, but then you went to go see the theatre
Yeah.
production,
Well,
like
this is it.
same
Like,
story. So I
it
feel like
is.
that might even be a better option.
That's it. Like, I mean, I know with my mum going back to Wicked, how my mum's had the soundtrack for years,
Mm.
and I've just been like, yeah, okay, she's listened to it. I've paid no attention, but now I've went and seen the theatre production. I've added it to my Spotify.
Yeah.
You know, I've been listening
Well,
to
you've
it and
got that
learning the
connection to
songs.
it now.
Well, this is it.
Because,
So,
like, with Six, I liked most of the songs, but then there was ones like House
yeah,
of Holbein and then, like,
yeah,
Catherine Parr's song that I was like, oh, and Jane Seymour. I was like,
yeah.
eh.
Heart of
But
Stone.
after seeing them perform
You
it,
appreciate it more, don't
I'm
you?
like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
actually underrated. This is good.
Exactly. You
So,
appreciate the songs more,
yeah,
don't
I
you?
got a new
You know,
appreciation for them now, so
exactly.
and I have listened to it more, especially House
Yeah,
of Holbein. That is
yeah.
like a
It's a
rave.
fun
That's
song.
a rave song that,
It
you know, if they
is.
played that in the club, I'd probably actually go to a club.
I know, yeah. They should do like a music. I know they do. I think it's somewhere in London where they
Yeah.
do a theatre restaurant,
Oh,
don't they?
Liverpool, come on, we
I
need
know
that.
you've done a
We
pop-up
need that.
Karen Steiner. You need to do a
We should
pop-up
do this.
theatre one now.
See, I can't stand clubs. I hate going to
Yeah.
them. I don't like the
I
vibe.
but do you know what though?
But
You know me, like I love a pint. I like a drink.
yeah.
But I prefer pubs than clubs.
Yeah, I'm the
The only
same.
time I'd probably go to a club is probably Pride. Because I
I
go
wouldn't even
Pride.
then.
Yeah, I go Pride.
Just
I
don't
went to
like it.
Pride last year and we went to like OMG in Heaven and
Yeah.
it was really good. So that was probably the only time I'd go. Or
Because
if
like
it was a theme night or
I don't like
something.
dancing.
Do you
Like
know
I don't like
what?
dancing
It
to
takes a
music.
lot.
I'm
I think
not.
it takes a lot of like alcohol for me to get up and dance.
Yeah.
Unless I feel
I
comfortable with
don't
the
have any
people.
kind of like rhythm.
Oh, I
So
don't. I
dancing to
literally make a show
me
myself.
in front of
Unless I'm like with
people.
the people, like if it was with people, who said come on and they got up with
Yeah.
me, I'd be like, yeah, but they'd be dancing and I'd be looking like I honestly, I'd be like a herd I feel like I'm a herd of elephants, do you know what I mean?
I'm the same.
And
I
I'm just
can't.
like,
And you know what? I can actually dance, as
yeah,
in I can do ballet, tap, a little
yeah,
bit of modern, because I trained. I used to do dance. I don't know if
yeah,
I've told you
yeah,
about this part of my life,
nah,
but when I was a kid, I
yeah,
used to dance up until about the age of like 14, something like that.
yeah,
Like I was in a proper dance academy. Like
oh yeah,
I can dance. I know, my pirouettes, my plies, like
yeah,
first position, second position, third position. I know it
you know
all.
the score.
Yeah, a kickball change every now and then. Like, so like
Yeah,
I know my stuff. I know how to do it. But I can't like club dance.
yeah, I know what you
Like I
mean.
can't be doing, ballet. Like
At the
no,
like the
I
club.
can't be doing that. Or like, tap dancing, doing a kickball change, and no, that's not gonna work in the
No, I
club.
don't think it will be.
So yeah, cause that's what I know.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know how to do anything else. I just kind of just do this. Like,
yeah, like just like, yeah.
oh God.
Oh,
And
it
the
is
last
funny.
kind of like modern dance that we did, because there was different types. Like each week we did like,
A new dance.
yeah, like a new dance. You'd do ballet, then the next week you'd do tap, then the next week you'd do
Yeah.
modern, and then it would repeat. The last modern dance that we competed with was Night Fever.
Night
Night fever.
fever. You
Da,
know how
da,
to
da.
do it. Or so, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It-
And then we did a Waterloo, by ABBA.
I
And
bet,
we had
yeah,
to like do these hip thrusts and like clap.
yeah.
Waterloo, could be
Oh, that's
free if I
cute.
want to.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's
whoa,
fun.
whoa.
You're like, wave.
Yeah. Like that was
Yeah,
our version of modern dance.
yeah,
So like I haven't really caught up with like the
yeah.
decades.
No, same.
I'm still stuck in those decades.
No, honestly, same. I would not a modern dancer for
So
no,
I
like,
can't really pull out those dance moves
no,
on the dance
same.
floor. It just wouldn't
It
work.
wouldn't work,
No,
it
I did.
wouldn't.
To be fair, I was pretty good though. I did used to get distinctions.
Love that.
I used to think, are they just being nice to me? Am I like really crap and they're just being nice?
And they're just
But
being nice to you.
yeah, I thought so. But I remember like at the time talking to my friend who was in there as well, and she was getting merits, and I was like,
Okay, maybe
I'm
I am
getting
good
distinctions
enough.
over here.
Yeah,
And I was like one of the bigger girls as well in there. And I was getting distinctions.
love
Like,
that.
so it did give me some confidence, but I ended up quitting because I could not put up with um this is I keep thinking I must be like neurodivergent in some way
Yeah,
because some textures I can't cope with. And like there's a
yeah,
load of other things, but this is one of them where I was like, I think I'm neurodivergent in some way.
yeah,
Because you had to wear like a leotard and
yeah.
leggings, and they were made of like nylon.
Oh, yeah. And you didn't like it.
Ugh.
It was horrible.
Even thinking about it now, I'm like, no, 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 get off, get off, get off, get off,
No.
get off.
Yeah, yeah,
Trying to like, especially being bigger as well. It's clingy, it's skin tight.
yeah.
Didn't help with confidence that. So then putting it on with the texture of it, it's nylon. So like it was
Mm,
horrendously tight. I just
no.
hated that like feel. But
Yeah.
also it gave me an electric shock every time.
Yeah.
I'd be putting it on
No.
and be like, ow, ow,
Yeah, like,
ow.
I've got to wear this for the next 2 hours now.
And like if you shuffled along carpet and then touched something, you'd be electrocuted.
Oh, no.
It's horrendous. Trying to get it on. My mum used to have to try and get me ready like an hour or 2 hours before we needed
Yeah.
to actually go because it took that long to actually get it on my body.
Oh,
So I
no.
hated it. And
Because
then
you just didn't like it.
my mum like sat me down and was like, Emily, we need to really talk about whether you want to continue
And you were
because
like, no.
Yeah, in the end, I was like, no. Because we asked them, can I wear something else? And they were like,
Yeah, and they
no.
were like, no.
You have to wear that uniform so that we can, when I'm being graded on stuff,
Yeah.
we can see your form and exactly how you're standing. And
Oh, yeah.
there's no like loose clothing that could hide if you're doing it incorrectly.
Yeah.
I get that, but surely there was something else I could wear.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
we tried everything. Like, I was like, what about like jogging pants or something? Because I could
Yeah.
cope with the leotard. It's mainly the
Yeah.
pants because it was so tight and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I felt like I couldn't breathe the whole time
Yeah.
wearing it.
And you were just like, no. They were just like, no.
And then like I'd touch someone and I'd electrocute them.
Oh,
Like it was
no.
awful. I hated the feeling. And like you couldn't sweat in it properly because it was that
Yeah.
tight. And if you needed to pass wind, God help you, everyone would see. Like bubble. Like
Oh,
that
no.
tight. So yeah, I just couldn't cope with it anymore. We asked one last time, is there any other type of uniform that I can wear,
And they were
please?
just like, no,
They're
there's
like, no,
not.
and then I just said to mum, I'm not going back again. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
no. And I mean, I liked dancing, but to me, it wasn't like massively my
Yeah.
passion. I just kind of did it for like exercise and to make friends.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed when I did things right and I got told, oh,
Yeah.
good job, here's a distinction. And we got like little medals every time. So
Oh,
like that
yeah.
was fun. I'll have to root out for like another episode. I do actually have an album full of photos of me and my dance
Okay.
group.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
I'll have to bring it on the podcast or
Yeah, of
something and
course.
show you because it was so like it was a good time. I did enjoy it, but it
Yeah.
was just some of the stuff. And then when we would actually be competing,
Yeah.
we wouldn't even wear the leotards and all that and the
Oh,
leggings.
no.
We'd wear
Yeah.
costumes that we'd been fitted for. Like the night fever
Oh,
one, we
yeah.
wore a gold sparkly jumpsuit.
Oh, God.
Yet it's as
Yeah.
horrendous as it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And everything I got fitted for had to be altered because
Yeah.
I'm a short ass. So then, that had to be
Yeah.
changed all the time. Oh my God, the stuff that we wore though sometimes. We did an American dance where we were like, it was like a marching band thing, and we had to
Yeah.
wear a big American hat, like, and then
Oh my God,
stars and
Emily.
stripes outfit.
No,
Some of the
thanks.
stuff, yeah, I don't know whose brain it was
Yeah,
it
who'd always
spawned from.
figured out that.
Yeah. So then I'd be like, so why the hell have I been wearing those
Yeah.
uncomfortable clothes? Like, honestly. But yeah, that was a little look into my past life as a dancer.
I'm gonna open my can. Yeah, like
Okay.
that I never knew you actually did.
Yeah.
I know. That is funny
Yeah.
though.
I know, I feel like we've talked about so much this episode, but it's been a good little catch up and we've been able to see what we've been up to and all that and
Yeah, it's been nice. Nice
yeah,
little catch up.
it has been. And I hope everyone at home has really enjoyed this kind of
Yeah.
episode, like a more relaxed, chill, just
Yeah,
general catch up, stream of consciousness episode, I
definitely.
think.
Tell us
Yeah.
what your favourite era of Taylor Swift is and what show
Yes.
you'd like to see in the
Yeah,
theatre. Like, 'cause
definitely.
we read all the comments, we do see us, and we'd love to know.
Yes. I know
Definitely
it's such
would.
a shame, like with podcasts itself, there's no comment section on like the
Yeah.
apps. It's only on socials. So
Yeah, it is annoying.
if you do wanna leave a comment,
Yeah.
head over to our socials. They're linked in the
Yeah.
show notes below. And yeah, we hope that you've really had a good time listening to us just
Yeah.
talk a bunch of chaos. But I've enjoyed it.
Definitely.
I've enjoyed it. So yeah, make sure to
Yeah.
tune in next time. We're going to be doing a Doctor Who episode talking
Which
all
I
about
am
what we
so
thought.
excited. Yeah, and
Yes,
there's a
it
lot.
is.
We've got
It,
things to say.
we've got some opinions.
We've got some strong opinions, guys.
Some opinions on the final and the
Yeah.
overall season as well. So
Yeah.
check that out. And yeah.
Yeah. Stay cozy.
That was way better than last time.
Yeah, it was. It was.